Welcome back to Ride and Glide Reviews. Today we're looking at the Mate X. This is a 750 watt beast of an e-bike. We're going to put it through its paces, take a good look at it inside the studio, take it out, take it off-roading and see what it can do. Starting at the front of the bike, first thing you see are these huge tyres, 20 by 4 inch CST tyres, so really good quality. They've got a lot of grip on them for going a bit off-roading or an uneven terrain. So coming inside, you can see we've got the spokes, 20-inch alloys. Through the spokes, you should be able to see the rotors here, 160mm. So again, that's really good for braking power. So the 140s or 145s are a lot smaller. On these, they've chosen the 160mm for that extra braking power. The Mate X can either have mechanical or hydraulic brakes. The hydraulic version, which we have here, is fitted with tetros. So they're tetro hydraulic discs. As you can see, the calipers are down here, clamping onto those big 160mm rotors. Here you can see the front suspension. We've got preload adjustment and lockout on these, so a really good feature of that. So you can adjust how much it's going to spring back when you're going over that uneven terrain. Unlike the Mate City, the Mate X comes with lights as standard and also with a fender. We haven't fitted them yet, but you get fenders front and rear. Moving back along the bike, we come to the main body. Obviously you can see here, it's this really nice sort of camo green colour. It comes in lots of different colours. You've got the Mate logo here in a gold. You can also get the bike in that gold, which is a really funky colour. Housed inside the main frame is the battery. This is a 48 volt 17 amp battery, so you can get up to 60 miles range if you're riding in eco mode. You can also get a 14 amp version, which is a 50 mile range, again if you're in eco mode and you're really looking after that battery well. We have the Mate logo running along here. Again, as we said, the battery is housed inside this main frame. And then we have the unlock latch here for the folding mechanism. The whole thing folds round, which we'll show you shortly. And these keys underneath, when you unlock them, you can slide the battery out. So when you go into your house, you can take the battery with you rather than trying to take the whole bike with you. It's a really portable, very, very useful feature that. Moving down the aluminium body, we come to the crank here and we've got the pedals. These, as we said, it's a portable bike. These can also be folded in, which is a really, really good feature for making everything nice and compact. Now, this bike, being pedal assist, has a cadence sensor. So as you turn the pedals or push the pedals round, the motor engages that 750 watt, and that gives you the assist. That has 9 settings on it. So from 1 being the lowest setting, down at eco, all the way up to 9. Now that you can also unlock 10, which is called ludicrous mode, but it does void the warranty if you do that. And that will take you up to about 30 miles an hour. But up to 9, you can get up to sort of 20, 22 miles an hour, which should be lots of fun. Coming up the aluminium frame, you see we've got this support here, and then again, we've got a quick release for the seat post. So unlock that, lift up the seat to suit whatever size you are, lock it off quickly, then we've got this really comfortable ergonomically designed saddle. Now we're at the back of the bike. Again, you can see these big, chunky 20 by 4 inch tyres, very aggressive looking. They give the bike that off-road look, especially matched with that camo colour. Really makes it a cool off-road looking bike. Housed within this wheel is a 750 watt brushless motor, which delivers a lot of power to the bike. Like we said, in ludicrous mode, it can get you up to 30, but generally around 20, 22 miles an hour is how fast it will be taking you. On the front, we've got the 8-speed derailleur there for the gears. Again, so if you do want to pedal and use that pedal assist rather than the throttle, you can do that by using the gears as well. They'll help you if you're on the hills, and you can just drop it down into the lower gears, pedal faster, and it will help you up those hills. Or again, if you're doing long distances, put those gears really high, get up to like gear 7, gear 8, and then you're only having to pedal slowly, but still going at those high speeds. Coupled with the power and the wheels, we come back up here and we get the rear suspension. So another really good feature for off-roading or uneven terrain. It's going to make the ride a lot more comfortable, so you're not feeling that hard bump on the back of the bike when you're going over these big bumps. Sitting on the bike now feels very, very comfortable. I can feel the rear suspension working. I'm 85 kilos. The max rider weight for this is 150 kilos. So obviously it's built to take a lot of weight. The bike itself weighs 30 kilos. Now, much of that's down to the aluminium that they've used, making it quite light. It's got a big battery, big wheels, big motors, so you think it would be very heavy, but 30 kilos is actually quite manageable. And also it folds up as well, so it needs to be able to be portable. The City, its little brother, which is the 250 watt bike, that only weighs 22.5 kilos, so very, very light and portable. So they've done very well with these bikes, especially on how they've designed them and making them portable. Coming up from the aluminium frame, we've got the folding mechanism. This, we'll show you in a second, opens up and folds the handlebars down as part of the overall folding mechanism. We come up the moulded stem here and get to the handlebars. Now, this set of handlebars is a little bit busier than the City because it has more gears and also a throttle. So, starting on the right-hand side, you can see we've got these ergonomic grips here. Very, very comfortable. We've got the brake levers here, and it's the hydraulic brakes. You can see the mineral oil chamber there, which shows that these are a hydraulic brake system. Unlike the City, which is a grip shift for your gears, we have the more standard push and pull design down here that you can see, and you can see which gear you're in along here with this display. So you've got 8 gears on this bike. Now, a really nice feature of this bike is the throttle. Very, very nice. You don't actually need to pedal. You can use that throttle, and as we've said, in mode 10 you can get up to 30 miles an hour, but in mode 9 you can get up to about 20, 22 miles an hour, and that can go all the way down. You start at mode 1, going all the way up to mode 10. Coming across, you can see the display here. We've got the speed, we've got the charge, you've also got some other bits, like you've got the time, you've got which assist mode you're in. See, assist 1 here shows eco. Now if I press the plus button over here, once we get to 4, it goes out of eco into a more powerful mode. These are for pedal assist. So once you're pedaling, these will assist you. Mode 1 assists you a bit, mode 9 a lot, and then up to mode 10, which they call turbo here, which we said if you unlock that mode, you don't have a warranty anymore because the bike is pushing itself to its absolute limits, but that mode can get you up to 30 miles an hour pedaling if you can, or with the throttle if you need to. If we use the mode button, that transfers through average speed, max speed, so it just gives you a few more options on here. So you can adjust these things yourself. Also, you can get into the P settings, change miles per hour, kilometers per hour, etc. So there's quite a few things you can do on this display. This smart display also comes with a 5-volt USB charger underneath, so you can plug your phone in or anything else you might want to use when you're riding along, and that uses that port there, which is connected to the battery and uses that power. So we've taken a look at all of the features of the Mate X in the studio, and now we're going to take it out onto the trails and see what it can do. So we're just cruising along at the moment, around sort of 12, 13, 14 miles per hour. It feels very stable and very comfortable. Big fat wheels are making it nice and solid on the road. Handlebars are wide enough, the brakes feel good. Suspension, haven't had to use an awful lot yet, but I haven't noticed it being uncomfortable, so that's pretty comfortable. I'm in mode 4, I'm just gonna up it. Look, immediately, I've upped it to 6. Suddenly, I'm flying along. It really is powerful. So we're doing a speed test now. Going as fast as we possibly can. I'm at 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 mile an hour. Okay, we're doing the speed test again this time with the wind. I'm in setting 9, 25, 27, 28. This is all pedal assist, 29, 30, 31 mile an hour. We've done the pedal assist speed test. Now we're going to do the throttle speed test. So I'm not going to pedal at all. Fingers down, off we go. 20 already. 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 28.5, 28.8, 29, 29.5. So I'm in pedal assist 4 now. Quite nice, easy. I did 1, 2 and 3. They're fairly still quite hard work. It's fairly hard work with 1, 2 and 3. That's eco mode, so that's going to give you the most amount of miles riding in those, but you are pedaling a lot. I'm in 4 now, we just hit a little slope. But 4, you really feel the boost start to help you out. So anything from 4 onwards, it obviously, like we said, it goes up to 9 or 10 if you've de-restricted it, but that voids your warranty. So up to 9, 4 to 9 are the most powerful settings, 9 being the most powerful, and then 1, 2 and 3 are the eco, which isn't helping you much, but just giving you a little bit of aid and allowing you to go as far as you possibly can on a battery. Okay, so we're riding along on the Mate X 750 watt motor, and we're coming to the bottom of the hill. We like to test everything up. Pretty steep hill. I'm only going to use pedal assist. I'm in mode 9, which is the highest mode that this will go to, unless you want to de-restrict it and get to 10. This is in mode 9 pedal assist, so off we go. We're getting to the hill now. It's so fast. I'm not even pedaling. There's no resistance. I'm turning my legs, and this is going up the hill. There is literally no effort from me whatsoever. Look how steep this hill is. Loads of bumps. So little effort. It's actually quite pleasant. Okay, so we've just gone up the hill in pedal assist 9, which was the easiest mode to go up the hill in, and I was doing nothing. I was just turning my legs like ghost pedaling. So now I've put it down into eco mode. So this will be pedal assist 3, and I'm sure it'll be a different experience, but let's see how we go. We're just starting on the hill now. It feels harder already. So I'm in eco pedal assist. I'm going to drop the gears down. So even having to drop the gears down shows that there's a difference. You can still feel it aiding, but I'm actually having to work quite hard. So this is pedal assist 3 on eco mode. Eco mode's what saves the battery the most. Obviously you have to use your legs more. So it's a lot harder on the rider. But if I didn't have any assist right now going up this hill, I would be huffing and puffing. So it's definitely doing something, but nowhere near as much as when I put it in that mode 9, it flew up the hill. So we've done it in mode 9, pedal assist, which was easy. We've done it in mode 3, which was much harder. And now I'm just going to use the throttle and see how that goes. So here we go. Throttle's on. No pedaling at all. Climbing well. This is the steepest section. So we're at what, 13, 12 miles per hour. Just slowing down to 11, 10. I actually felt more powerful when I was using the pedal assist on 9 than it does with the throttle, but it's holding that 10 quite well. It's a very steep hill, this. Back up to 11 as we flatten out. I haven't pedaled once, and then off we go. You can only do this on private land, okay? This is a 750 watt motor, so it is not road legal. Right, we're putting the suspension to the test. As you know, we've got the rear suspension here and the front forks. It's deemed as a bit more of an off-road vehicle, the Mate X than the Mate City. So we're going to put it to the test and see how good the suspension actually is through these bumpy farmers' fields. Let's go. All right, feels pretty comfortable so far. I'm on the brakes quite a lot. That we're really going through all the tractor tracks here. And the suspension's making it rather comfortable. Carry on going around here. The pedal assist is so good. It means you just don't have to do any work if you don't want to. Carrying on through the fields. I'm using the throttle at the moment, so I'm not even pedaling. Not that you have to pedal much anyway, but I'm being really lazy. And it's eating up these bumps. So we've been riding about, I don't know, 45 minutes now, something like that. We've done the hills a few times, we've done the speed runs a few times. We've been pushing the bike quite hard, using the throttle in, you know, top mode, and it's still showing 94% battery. I don't know how accurate that is. You're never too sure without seeing the volts left over, but it's a really good indication that the battery on this is designed to go a long way. They say 50 to 60 miles potentially when you're in eco. We haven't been riding really in eco at all, but what it does show is that there's a decent amount of range on the bike. We're still going on these bumpy tracks, still pretty comfortable. I'm going to open it up now with the throttle and see if I can get a bit more speed. Ooh. Flying along now. How bumpy that is. So we're out of the fields and we're onto the trails, as we like to do. Bumping over all the routes, pushing it to the limits. Brakes are the wrong way around on this bike at the moment, so right is the back and left is the front, so I have to be really careful if I'm trying to slide on the corners which brake I actually press, but we can switch them over. It's really hilly now, steep hill coming up. Bike's handling it pretty well, to be honest. As I said before, remember, this is a foldable bike. Nice over the jump there. It's not designed to be hacked fast downhill or off-road, but it handles it really well. Right, let's see how good this pedal assist is. I'm gonna get up this bank. The throttle won't take it up, but I reckon with pedal power, we'll be all right. Here we go. Woohoo! Easy. When we were out on the harder ground, for some reason I was using the pedal assist more, but now through the trails, it's much easier to use the throttle. So it's allowing me to not have to think about the pedaling and more picking my line on where to go. Obviously it's saving a lot of energy as well, which is very, very responsive, the throttle. And it's got decent power, 750 watts, same as a one wheel that is, but you know, getting up to 30 miles an hour, that's powerful. Here we go, back into the next section. So we've been ripping through the forest, we've gone through the farmer's fields, we've been on some hard ground as well. I've now decided that I don't need pedal assist anymore. I'm only ever using the throttle because it's so easy and so quick. I love this bike. It's amazing. And the fact that it folds up and just goes in your boot, it's just like an added bonus. The suspension's good enough. I'd quite like better suspension, but it's good enough. I mean, we're really going over some bumpy ground here, and it's, you know, it's pretty good. The speed on it is excellent. The only problem is obviously it's not legal in the UK on the roads, but hopefully those rules change at some point. But for now, this is fun enough. So that brings the Mate X demo to an end. Thanks for watching. It's been a really fun ride. I actually love this bike. It folds up, it's good enough for off-road, it's brilliant on the hard ground, it's great fun, going through at 30 miles an hour with the throttle, ripping about, it's great. The pedal assist is easy. Those hills you saw, it just eats them up effortlessly. It really is good. Improvements, the suspension could be better. I mean, I suppose for me, a sort of bigger tyre might be better for off-road, but this bike's a bit of everything. Like I said, it folds up and goes in your car. Brilliant fun, really, really good fun. Come down and try one at Ride and Glide, or its little brother, the Mate City, which is the road legal version. Come down and try either. Get us on live chat, give us a call, send us an email. We're always available to chat. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.